What's up, guys? Challenge mode on Pick Playground is now live. Just go to any browser, go to pickplayground.com, go to launch app. You'll boot up the newest version here. This is version 1.15. If you'll see, I kind of totally overhauled the entire user interface here. So that big, ugly menu with all the options is broken down into different submenus now. The stat readout is a little bit cleaner right here. And you also have this thing, I call it the radius ring. You can hit R to toggle it on and off, but basically like for any given load you have, for whatever weight it is, it'll consult the crane chart you have right now. And that green area is, your radius that you can be in for a pick of any given weight. You see what happens when I increase the load weight right here. Obviously, my green ring's getting shorter and shorter. The red ring represents like how far your boom can physically reach, and then like after that it's blue again. Alright, but the main reason I want to make this video right now is to go over challenges mode, which I'm working on right now. I've only got 2 up and running right now. I'm gonna make more soon, but I just really wanted to get some feedback on these 2 right here. So we're gonna go to challenge number 1, stand up the tower. Welcome to challenge mode. Click and drag the crane or tower to move them into a better spot, then configure your boom and rigging for the ideal tower pick. Now, challenge mode has some constraints on it. You can't just pick up and drop loads, and you can't boom in or out with the loads on them. You can't change your rigging with the load on it either. You have to come over here into your menu and pick what kind of rigging you want beforehand. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna want a 6-foot GAC, and that counts as a change to the scene. If you go over to challenge log right here in the bottom left, you can see I adjusted the rigging, and that's gonna take 50 points off. See, now I'm gonna move the crane over here. Actually, I can't move the crane. You have to be all the way boomed in. So I'm gonna boom back in, which is gonna take another 50 points off. I'm gonna move the crane over to somewhere that makes sense for this pick. And then I'm gonna configure myself. I'm gonna boom all the way out. I'm doing this by holding down the X button on the controller, or you could come over here to crane and you can adjust the boom length over here also. So I got 6-foot GAC on there, boomed all the way out. I'm gonna come over here, swing around. I'm using A and D on the controller to control the crane slew, by the way. If you don't know how to control the crane in Pick Playground, I have earlier videos I recommend you watch. I'm not gonna go over everything here. But one thing to note to get yourself lined up better on the challenges, this little shadow here for the boom, I have the light source at like high noon, 12 o'clock, pointing straight down. So basically where that shadow ends, that's where basically the cable down would come to if I cabled all the way down. So that'll kind of help you line up stuff right there. So I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna cable down over here, right over by the head block, hit spacebar, start picking up the tower, cabling up. You'll see right here in your bottom right, you actually have live sling tension now. You see how I have a sick ass side pull on this? I want to kind of swing over to the right a little bit while I cable up, or I'm going to put a shitload of tension on the rigging there. If I put too much tension on it for too long, it'll actually dock me points. I didn't boom out all the way on this challenge, so I think I probably fucked myself here, but we'll see if I have it. You really don't want to do that, or you'll get a hard fail if the tower hits the boom. Let's see. Am I gonna make it, guys? I got this. You can hit P to change views too. I think I might not have this, guys. It's gonna be super tight. I should have went with all the boom out. Ugh. All right. Well, I don't want to give away the easy solution, so I'm gonna let you guys play with that. and let me know what score you get. And when you finish that one, I have another challenge right here. This one lets you use a 90 ton. The last one was you were locked to a 40 ton. This one you get to use a 90 ton. You get a little bit more radius, but these towers are also heavier, and there's more of them. And you can move the towers if you want to. Also, you can't. It's not just the crane. You can move everything you want to in the scene except for the bases. Let's see. Probably want to shorten up my rigging here. Pick a tower up. I'm playing a boom out this time. Let's see. What does this load weigh? 12K? Yeah, I don't know how much boom out I have with this 90 ton. I could check it right now with the radius rings, but that's going to dock me points. So what you really should do for the challenge mode is kind of study your crane chart and see what you can and can't do. If I boom down too far, it's an auto fail. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the radius ring by hitting R. You see, if I try to go for this back tower right now, that's definitely not gonna, that's gonna auto fail me. See, like, check it out, we'll just try it. The load entered the red zone outside the load chart at this radius. Basically, you just tip the crane over, or worse, you cause a structural failure. Alright, so yeah, have fun playing around with these ones, guys, and let me know any weird bugs you find, or any challenges you want to see.